So hey, finished the beads last night. That's one. Now here, let's do it this way. That's everything that size. Can you see them all? Then I've been fighting a spiking fever all day. I have a sore throat. I've had it for about a week now. It started out over here and I've got a big huge knot right there, and noticed on the video a while back that the parathyroid, there was a bump right here in the video that surprised me, and that's the parathyroid goiter, which is the thyroid. So these, can you see them? There we go. So this one right here is a different pattern. I used my scraps. And this one here is that red one, but red turns brown when you spread it with black. So that's to show the size difference. And then all of them made a whole bunch in this size. So again, with the large size to the small size. Other side. And it's not focusing. It's never going to focus. It hates me. Anyway, made a whole bunch of that size. And some of them I had enough left over to make. They're tiny. They're just little bits. But there. Focus. If I don't give it anything else to focus, will it focus on it? No, it's going to focus on whatever it wants. Anyway, they're pretty. And I still have a little bit of scrap bead or scrap left. Things like this, which is the end piece, so it goes in, and then that to work with. Been sick. I have a fever, take off the coat, take off clothing. Oh, wait a minute, I'm cold, brr, 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 brr. Sick. The problem is I've got an aggravated immune system, which means one of two things are going wrong. Either something got past my immune system and I have an actual infection somewhere, probably in the throat, since that's where this all started. I have one sebaceous cyst, you know, the big nasty zits, that's decided to be infected, and it's just really gross and nasty, and that started after the throat. So either something got past and I have an infection, and the infection is wiping me out, because when my immune system doesn't recognize something and it gets past, it really doesn't recognize it, and it gets really opportunistic real fast. The other possibility is that my immune system has decided to attack me, and it is trying to eat me. This has happened in the past. This also gets really nasty really fast. The problem with medicine, without a laboratory, if I went into the urgent care clinic and said, hey, I've got this rock hard knot right here that's about the size, it's about that big under the skin right there, coming off of the station tube area, and I've got this parathyroid going on, and my throat is absolutely raw, and I'm hawking up tonsil crunchies, and I've got this infection, and they'd give me antibiotics. Never mind that I have an aggravated immune system. That would be their first course. And the doctor would say, let me know if anything changes. Because if it's my immune system attacking me and you give me an antibiotic, the immune system attacks a lot harder and I get a lot sicker really fast. We've been here. We've been here so many times. On the other hand, if something did get past and I don't take the antibiotics, then it just keeps getting sicker and sicker, because the way my immune system works, if it can't see something, it can't see something. So if something got past, something got past. It'll keep getting worse. This is where diabetics wind up losing a foot in the span of a weekend. It was just a small scratch, that kind of thing. So I have two courses of action. I can treat it as something got past and make the immune system even more aggressive, or I can treat it as the immune system and tamp down the immune system. If something got past and I tamp down the immune system, I'm screwed. Yeah. So glutamine, L-glutamine, it's an amino acid. It's the sugar in your muscles. It's bodybuilders use it. When you hit lactic acid, when your muscles start twitching, it means you ran out of glutamine. But glutamine is also a key component of your immune system. And if you take, I don't remember what the dose is, read the bottle and double it, twice a day for a week, you will boost your immune system. My immune system is a bunch of velociraptors looking for a muscle to chew on. But I'm going to take some glutamine and see if that knocks all this down. Because if it's something that got past and I boost the immune system will immediately attack it and I'll be better overnight. The fact that the other day I felt really, really good, I went from feeling sick for 2 weeks to feeling really, really good, and I told the husband at the time, it feels like that period right before you get really sick. We made a joke about it. So we're going to try that. If the glutamine does not work in 24 hours, then I'm going to eat a whole bunch of gluten. I'm going to eat so much gluten, my immune system's going to hate me for a week, and it's going to attack my guts. Because if it's attacking my guts, then it's not causing an infection, and it's not causing this, and it's not doing this, and it'll work. It's a really bad way of doing it. It's like saying, I'm going to take crack to lose weight. But it'll work. But first I have to try if it's the other. The other thing I need to do is I need to get some Neosporin for the infection, because my immune system usually does not allow bacteria anywhere on me to thrive, and I have a skin infection, and that means it's probably fungal, and Neosporin treats fungal infections. That's my day, but I made a whole bunch of canes, and I'm not contagious. The reason I'm making a whole bunch of canes, here, this one's pretty, like this. It's tiny. And knife deformed it a little bit. If you've been watching the beads through the process, I'm going to get up and come right back. Okay, if you've been watching the process, then you've seen that I've had a couple of canes that didn't turn out, and I make a lot of chopped canes. Sometimes when you blend colors, you get colors that don't work, and you don't want to use them for anything. I've got a few beads that I think the color's unfortunate. The husband was like, no, I like it. An example would be, yes, look at the top of my head. The example would be these beads right here. I really don't like them, and I wasn't going to fire them. But the husband insisted that they look like something very French Art Deco, and he really, really liked them, so they got fired. But when you make something that you think is a mess, squish it up, make a ball out of it, cut slices off the tiny cane, cover the ball with the slices of the tiny cane, then roll it flat, squish it, and make these. Can you see this? The tiny cane on this case, I was trying to make a Buddha face, which, okay, I was trying to make a Buddha face. Right there. Can you see how it's almost a face? But it didn't really work out. So the cane got shrunk down, and you get these, and there's a lot of gold foil at the seams. And this was that little blue rose that I was making the other day when it shrunk down. And these are all covering a blob of clay that turned this really unfortunate brown-gray color. These were supposed to be infinity symbols. They really didn't work. There, you caught the gold, right? There, see the gold? These aren't quite as green as that is showing. Can you catch the gold? Yeah, see, there's gold. So yeah, so now I have all those canes of roses as well as a whole bunch of canes of these blues. So when I hit that unfortunate color, I get that bad combo that just doesn't look good, I use them for fill to make those. Which means I need to get a whole bunch more clay so I can make a whole bunch more beads so that I can have some bad combos, so that I can have some fill. Because right now all I have is a bunch of really pretty canes that would make really pretty beads if I made beads out of them, like I showed you this one the other day. It makes a really pretty bead. And I can make them smaller. Let me see. Nope. Nope. Are you? Nope. Are you? Nope. Haha, I found one. Okay, so this is an end. And if I cut and I cut, so I have this, and it's really small, but if I squish, yeah, most of polymer clay is squishing. If I squish, I can get a really pretty, it looks like a mask face. And that looks like a face too. It's not a face, it's a rose. It's being silly. Anyway, I can get a really pretty bead out of it. It's even better used for covering bad clay. So yeah, I'm sick. I've been sick. I continue to be sick. I'll probably be sick for the rest of my freaking life. Not a happy camper. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.